So today I plan to talk about motivation and discipline. This is how I view motivation as a temporary item that is manifested in human beings to motivate them to do a certain task for a certain amount of time. For example, New Year's resolution. I want to get in better shape. People go to the gym for a couple weeks, maybe so, but they don't stick with it, so then they just lose attraction to it. Discipline is a long-term item that is given to people. It allows them to keep on going, 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 regardless of how they feel, regardless of how they think, regardless of the excuses they give themselves. Now, you can easily tell why discipline outworks motivation, because motivation is like a bonfire in your stomach. Like you have like a fire lit in your stomach. It's a bonfire. It is there for a certain amount of time, but it will extinguish, boom, it's gone. But discipline is a controlled fire that burns, 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 burns. It just keeps on burning until you just get rid of it. Regardless of how you feel, discipline's going to outwork everything. Now, let me show you how I view discipline versus motivation. So, this is motivation, this is discipline. Okay. So, I'm going to start with motivation. So, motivation goes, okay, I work out this day, I work out this day, I work out this day. But then the next couple of days, they don't work out. The next couple of weeks, they don't work out. The next couple of months, they don't work out. Why is it going to be remain right there? Because they lost focus, they don't care about. But discipline, I work out this day, weeks, months, years. Discipline will keep on working. Okay. Discipline will start from here into days, weeks, months, then years, decades, even. Like this is motivation, this is discipline. Tell me the difference. There is a big difference. Okay. Discipline outworks. But if you can prove me wrong, here's a challenge. If you can prove me wrong, that motivation outworks discipline. Record it and send it to me. Okay. I'll post it, I'll watch it, and I'll make a full apology out of it. Full apology video of how I was wrong. Just prove me wrong and I'll do it. But I doubt you can because I know the difference between motivation and discipline because I am disciplined, not motivated. And I have sure I start off with motivation because I want to get in better shape. I want to make sure I'm taking care of myself. But then that led to me forcing into discipline so I can, okay, so let's just say I started here, okay? This is motivation for me. It goes a little bit, but then here's my discipline. Discipline hits here. I pretty much rub it. Then my discipline keeps on going and going and going while my motivation stops. Motivation's gone, discipline keeps on going. That is how I remain able to. This is how discipline is like habits, okay? If it's a good habit, that's discipline. So right now my alarm set to 4:50 in the morning. I saw it was 32 degrees out on my clock. I'm just like, great. But then I remember how previous years I was running at negative degrees temperature. I'm like, yeah, I gotta keep on going for it. I consider myself a machine. I work and work and work and work. I skip breakfast, I skip lunch, I eat dinner. That's it. Sure, it might be unhealthy to do that, but as I see it, I'm hungry. It's like an animal inside me that this yearn like this begs for food, but yet you gotta think. Your top predators in the wild, they can go weeks without food. So why can't I go two meals without food? There's nothing stopping me from that. Oh, okay. So before I was distracted by a family member, so I remember talking about me skipping 2 meals. Yeah, I mean, I do it because sure, I might be hungry throughout the day, but when it comes to dinner time, I really challenge myself because it's either I eat more than one plate or I eat one plate and just go on from there. Right now, I'm weighing at 141 right now. Before college started, I was 160. It's a few months. That's what discipline does. You work hard, you keep working at it, you get to be able to be healthy. Imagine like the calendar. I can mark off easily each day 10 miles because I do it easily. But imagine the calendar. Did you lift today? Yes. Mark that off. Did you run today? Yes. Mark that off. Did you run a certain amount of miles? Mark it off. If you don't do that certain thing that day, it's not going to be marked off. Then you're going to see how it upsets you to where you want to do it more the next day. Let that burn into you. Okay. As I said, motivation is a weakness. To you can be motivated, but once you see someone that can outwork you, you lose it. Discipline is a constant, endless game. It works year round. It works constantly. Motivation is kind of iffy for me, okay? Because I don't see it as a bad thing, but I do see it as a bad thing. Because people are motivated, animals are motivated for towards certain things. But when it comes to, like as I said, like as an example, New Year's resolution, sure, that's marked off as I can do this because I watch motivational videos. Okay, if you do, I I applaud you for watching a motivation video instead of some random thing. But guess what? No one cares. Okay. Sure, you might get that burning feeling to do. Guess what? You might get that burning feeling to do that certain thing. But guess what? I began working out whenever I first watched Olympics because all my life I wanted to become a gold medalist for running. So imagine, let's see. So imagine a 4-year-old running hills. Imagine a 4-year-old doing crunches, sit-ups, push-ups, everything, while an adult is complaining about being fat. Imagine that. And I still do that stuff. Not at lifting, but I haven't been able to lift because I did take a break due to having coronavirus. But I still run 10 miles. I still do 10 miles a day. That's the first thing I do every morning is run. I know this is out of context, but I have two glass mugs, okay? I love my glass mugs. Not having my glass mugs does upset me a lot because I think glass is so much more like it's more classy to drink out of instead of like, oh, this is clay. I can't see through it. Oh, glass mug, I can see through it. I can see what I added to it, everything. It's just like it bugs me that I don't have my glass mug. But anyways, motivation, it doesn't matter. Okay. Discipline is what carries you forward in life. Okay. If you're disciplined to tell yourself no towards foods that's unhealthy for you, you're on track. If you're disciplined enough to work out every day, even though regardless of your muscles feeling ache, you don't feel well, you don't have time, guess what? You make the time to do it. I applaud you. But guess what? If you want to start gaining discipline, wake up earlier. Okay. Put yourself to sleep around 10, but then set alarm at 5. You don't understand since it's winter. You don't understand how hard it is to get out of bed, how hard it is to not press the snooze button and get up and exercise. People has a 9 to 5 job. Guess what? I am active from the moment I awake till I decide to rest after dinner. And I don't eat till like 6, maybe 7 sometimes. And guess what? I go to bed at 8. But well, see, I lay in bed at 8 and I just lay there. No, I just lay there to be honest, but always have this idea. Someone's working harder than you are. Okay? Start working in the dark. Oh, it's too dark. I can't see. Guess what? There's a chance to trust yourself. Like there's one path that I cannot see for a good, I don't know, 50 meters. And I don't know if there's branches there. I don't know if it's puddles or anything like that. I can't see anything. It's pitch dark, but I trust myself. I keep on running that same path because I know regardless, I will learn the difficult way. I know I was recording before I restart my laptop, but let me tell you something about a bald eagle. Um, a bald eagle, okay, when it gets like a certain age, its feathers, talents, and beak is unable to work. So it's given two choices. It's given the motivational way where it gives up and pretty much walks around in disgrace. But then it's given the discipline way of flying into mountains high, plucking out each feather, breaking its beak off of a rock, and destroying its talents to regrow, to be like remold. Then it comes back stronger than before. Now tell me, are you that bald eagle that's going to work on discipline, or you can be that bald eagle that's just motivated and just going to walk around sulking? Tell me, because there is ways to become better as a person. And as I said earlier about how discipline is like habits, it is. Because once you get in the habit of doing something, it's hard to break. That's why if it's cold outside, it's hard for me to not just stay in bed because I'm disciplined to where, okay, I know I can run this temperature. Doesn't matter, I can just put on more layers. Boom, I'm out. Bam, boom, 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 done. It's simple, okay? Understand that. You are disciplined, okay? You might not have been given a good whipping or anything like that, but does not mean can't discipline yourself. I remember when I got to a point where my parents actually told me, you did this wrong thing. Guess what? Discipline yourself. I remember how badly I disciplined myself. So I pretty much ground myself for like a month from video games, TV, electronics. Unless it's at school because I had to do some assignments on it. But then I'll do all the chores because whenever I lived with my mom, we did chores to get and we got paid for it. I did it for free. I did all the chores for free for a month, and my siblings got paid for it. Be disciplined enough where you can punish your own self instead of having someone else punish you. Okay? I mean, don't break a law, then like punish yourself. But yeah, I mean, if you do something wrong, like in a relationship, punish yourself for it. Tell her that you're gonna do something to make it better. Then prove it to her because your action speaks more than your words. if you cheat on her, guess what? Your actions are gonna have to speak more. You're gonna have to prove to her that you care more about her than you do just by words. Because you can either say I love you or I like you or I care about you or I'm sorry, baby. No. If you can prove it to them, they will trust you. If you can out like that's what I mean. You can discipline yourself with more. Okay. I mean, I was beaten, but I somehow never got a belt to my behind, which is incredible to believe. But I feel like I'm going to end here. But my next video will be what I want you to do for you right now, which probably will be recorded on Monday. So I hope everyone has a good Thanksgiving and yeah, enjoy.